good evening. Welcome to Laugh All Night. I see a lot of you got your cookies already. I just ran through the cookie room. There's a lot more left. So throughout the night, feel free to go just out the back corner door if you'd like to get some liquids or coffee or some more cookies. There's donuts. There's a whole smorgasbord of snacks there. I do caution you, though, if you get up and go get a cookie while the comedian's, doing his bit, he may call you out. So just a fair warning there. But welcome to the Christmas party tonight. We're excited to be here together, and we're excited all of you came. And before we get started with a few opening stuff, there is a video message that, Matt, if you'd play that first video message in here, we'll watch this short video, and then we'll commence with the activities tonight. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Oasis. We are excited for the Laugh All Night. We are obviously not with you tonight, and we are bummed about that. We are in Ohio for a service for Mindy's grandmother, but hey, we wanted to show you that we were prepared and excited about our plaid night and the Laugh All Night. I even brought it to Ohio so we could do this. But hey, we love you guys. I hope you have an awesome time, and that you know how much that we miss you. Have an amazing night. Laugh a lot, and we will see you this upcoming Sunday. Have an awesome night. Thanks, guys.
All right. And we literally could turn around and say hi to the camera because they are watching via live stream tonight. Was that the farm in the background? That was I was distracted by the sunset the entire time. I'm not going to lie. Either way, do keep Pastor and Mindy in prayer, as Pastor will be doing the memorial service tomorrow for Mindy's late grandmother. So we do miss them, but we're excited to have them back this week. I do want to say one thing. This entire concert, this entire comedy special was fully provided, funded, put together by New Missions. Let's give them a hand for doing that for us tonight. And here's what's awesome. This morning, as George spoke in both of our services, there we had a New Missions table out with some free books. My daughter went home with a children's book, and my wife was actually reading it to her after lunch today. But here's probably the most awesome thing that's happened so far today. George DeTellis brought 30-ish sponsor cards for children to be sponsored. And you, the people of Oasis Baptist Church this morning, took 20 plus of them to sponsor children in Haiti. We can give the Lord a round of applause for that. Thank you. And George will talk a little bit more about those that are remaining. This is going to be a fun night. So we have some cookies. We have some goodies there. But to kick things off, I'm going to need everyone to stand up. We're going to burn some calories. We're going to sing Jingle Bells. So hopefully you know this song. Ladies, help me out. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Great singing. That was amazing. You guys can be seated tonight. Thank you, ladies, for your help with that. Without further ado, all the way flew from Detroit, but he hails from Indiana, the birth and the home state of my father and Homer as well. Homer, what part of Indiana? Kokomo. How close is that? Is that pretty close? An hour? Okay, awesome. Well, let me get off the stage because I'm not the comedian tonight, okay? So introducing David Dean. Let's give him a round of applause.
Hello from near Kokomo. Let me offer a word of prayer. God, help me to be brief and to the point. Amen. I had a good time. Safe travels. Thanks for coming out. Nice to be here. It's good to see everybody in flannel. I didn't get the memo, but boy, you look good. What's the purpose of the let's just wear pajamas in public? Because we can't do it enough at Walmart. Let's do it at church. Yeah, all right. Sorry, I'm from Indiana. That's the national attire there. When I walked in the parking lot, which, by the way, what a joy and a pleasure and honor it is to be here. Thanks for allowing me to come into your church and bring laughs tonight, we hope. But I always try to get the lay of the land. When I walk in, I look at the parking lot, and I saw somebody that has a bumper sticker that says, "Honk if you love Jesus, text and drive if you want to meet him." I don't know where you're at, but that's brilliant. I don't have faith-based stickers on my car, not that I'm opposed to it, but my theory is if I'm late for church, I want to drive like a maniac and cut people off. I don't want to be judged. Are you with me? Yeah. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to love God. Are we on the same page? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. I still got 4 or 5 in the room that's looking like, is there going to be a potluck? No. This is it. There's a chapter in my life I'm not proud of. It was smoking, drinking, fighting, cussing, and it was kind of ugly. And it got to a point in my life where I said, you know what? I'm done with church softball. And it's my testimony right there. I figured the Kokomo family would enjoy that. That's an hour from my house. It's amazing. I'm from Huntington, Indiana. That's comedy mecca. It's a funny town, and they don't know it. Do you have neighbors like that? Do you have funny neighbors? So that's why I live in Indiana. People say, why don't you move to New York, LA, Chicago? I said, no way. People in Huntington are funny, and they don't know it. That's the beauty of comedy, when you're funny and you don't realize it. I hear what they say. I laugh, not to their face, but in the house. And then I go to another part of the country and I tell those people what my neighbor said. That church laughs really hard. I get paid, come home, pay my mortgage. Full circle ministry. See how that works? We love living in a small town. We also have a home in Tampa and Nashville. I'm not boasting. That's where our kids live and we're co-signers. So, it's a funny town. Funny town. Every day, get up, go to the mirror, look at yourself, and laugh really hard. Okay? That's my challenge for you. Because if you don't do it, someone will take the liberty and do it for you. Laughter is so incredibly important. It's everywhere. You don't realize it, but it's everywhere. I was at a church not long ago, and the pastor said, hey, can we pray for you before you speak? I said, yes. So can we take you out back? Made me a little nervous, like, to do what? And he's, well, come on, we're going to pray. Well, you didn't preface that. So we went back. Pastor and the staff, they all gathered around me in the chair. They laid hands on me. This is the prayer. You know how when you're the outsider and you hear somebody pray, you're not sure if it's the real deal, if it's the prayer. This is the prayer, actual prayer. God, please be with David Dean as he does comedy tonight at our church. Lord, we know if you can speak through a donkey, you can speak through David Dean. Amen. I walked into the pulpit. Yee-haw! I was in Valdosta, Georgia not long ago, and I know what you're thinking. Wow, this guy's comedy career's taken off. Kokomo, Valdosta. We got a winner tonight, dear. WAFT Family Radio. Comedy night with David Dean. Mathis Auditorium. 1,500 people, sold out. I couldn't believe it. My ego kind of shot through the roof. I'm like, I got a crowd in Valdosta, Georgia. Family comedy night with David Dean. So the program director calls me about a week before the show. Yeah, I want you to know we're excited to have you. So I'm excited to be there. He says, yeah, we are sold out. I'm like, wow, kind of cool. He goes, yeah, we got a little bit of a giddy up though. I said, yeah. Said the head football coach here at Valdosta State University, he's got the same name as you, David Dean. Did you tell the listeners it's not the same David Dean? No, we ain't never sold out before. We just kept moving tickets right along there. I walk out, 1,500 people are staring at me in disbelief. I'm like, well, that's good to be here. Sorry Dad couldn't make it tonight. I'm so excited. Next month, I'm going back to the Dominican Republic. You heard Pastor George this morning talking about sponsorship with children in Haiti and the DR. And probably 12, 13 years ago, I partnered with New Missions. And going down every January, and in the summer, we take teams. I'm going to go down for 2 weeks. I'm so excited. Let me tell you. When you live in the Midwest, and it's cold 7 months out of the year, snows up to your knees, you can't feel your toes, you've not seen the sun in weeks, and then God calls you to the Caribbean. I'm just trying to be obedient, you know what I'm saying? If he calls you to Henderson, hang up. It's a prank phone call, all right? Please tell me Oasis Church doesn't do this. Let me just tell you the backstory. I got kicked out of a church board meeting not long ago. I appreciate the support. Thank you, ma'am, But here's the problem is that I had some ideas for church growth from a comedian's point of view. Oasis, you want to hear a few ideas? You want to see your church grow? Dan, are we okay? Because the big dog is out here. I'm safe, aren't I? Yeah. But here's the problem, Dan. I've never understood why churches pick the meanest, scariest man in the church and make him the greeter at the front door. Where's the psychology in that? Oasis, do you have greeters here tonight? Can I see the hands of the... Can I see? Raise your hands. Nice. Nice. Oh, scary. Nice. Ugh. That one there? Really? Oh, he needs to be in the back room. The nursery, changing diapers, something. I'm teasing, my friend, to a degree. I've seen those greeters. Welcome to the church. Praise God. This is the day the Lord has made. Drop and give me 20. Hallelujah. So this is what I proposed. Church greeters, let's go down to the Sunday school room and get the fourth grade boys. Give them a 2-liter of Mountain Dew and a shot of Red Bull. Just to spice things up a little bit. When pastor's done preaching, hold up a scorecard and judge him like a diver in the Olympics. 8, started strong but couldn't finish. If he goes more than 30 minutes, start making farm animal noises. When you get baptized, pop out of the water and go, Marco. Got a few Lutherans not laughing. We'll explain later. Don't worry. Church is the place you're supposed to laugh, isn't it? This is the place you're supposed to laugh. See, we've got it all turned around. Monday through Saturday, we laugh at emails, YouTube clips, other comedians other than David Dean. And then on Sunday, we walk into church. Praise God. Hallelujah. Is there joy in your life? Can't you tell? Are you glad you're going to heaven? Mm-hmm. Now get out of that chair. I've sat there for 20 years. Move it up. I never tell people what I do for a living, especially strangers. It's too confusing. When you're stuck in a flight, that guy next to you, what is it that you do for a living? Sometimes I just fib. I make up things. Add a degree to my name that I don't have. You'd never want to say Christian comedian. That causes problems. The world doesn't know that you can love God and that you can laugh. They don't know that, do you? When you say that, it's an oxymoron. Those two words don't go together. Christian comedian, like saying jumbo shrimp. United Methodist. There we go. It took a minute. Thought that'd be a little quicker. We are Baptists, aren't we? I told him, I'm a Christian comedian. What are you talking about? When I was in high school, I gave my life to Christ. Worked at clubs for a lot of years. Went through Second City in Chicago. Did improvisational comedy. Get to go around, tell people it's okay to laugh and love God. He looks at me and says, I don't think God has a sense of humor. I thought he was joking. I jokingly said, well, listen, he created you, didn't he? It was a long flight. But that's our goal. That's our mission. Starting right here at Oasis, telling people it's okay to laugh. It's okay to love God. We've always been kind of an awkward culture. We don't want to talk to people. You want to say hi? COVID did not do us any favors. Prior to the pandemic, I was 165 pounds. And when I say prior, I mean 1996. But it just didn't do us any favors as far as saying hello. George was talking this morning about getting your face out of the computer, get your face off the phone. We don't know how to say hi. And COVID's made it worse. Like when you greet people after church, it's like rock, paper, scissors. Have you noticed that? Hey, good to see you. Hey, okay, hey, yeah. Huh? Oh, good job, Pastor. Yeah. The only good to come out of this crazy disease, if you went a whole row on a flight, just walk on there and just do this. I ain't getting no shot. Everybody in that row gets up. I just lay my sleeping bag out. See you later. You have to laugh. If you don't, you cry. I know you can't tell by looking at me, but I have a membership to a gym. There's no punchline. I just wanted you to know I have a membership to a gym. I treat that membership like my iPass. You know, on the toll road, you put it at the top of your car, deduct some money. I do the same thing when I pass the gym. I want to pass up there. You can take money out, but I'm not stopping. Sometimes I show my friends when I'm eating a bacon double cheeseburger, I got a membership. You ever step on the scales 14 times in an hour? You ever do that? Liar. Try this one more time. Yep, batteries are low. Try this again. Gained a half a pound. How do they do that? And about the time you think you're losing weight, you get out of the shower and you see yourself in the mirror. Yeah! It's like two snowmen fighting. Whoa! The producers from the Discovery Channel have called me. They want to come to my bathroom and film an episode of Naked and Afraid. I said, no! It's frustrating. Here's the problem. I'm becoming my dad. The older I get, I become my father. Is that happening to anybody? You're becoming your parent. Whether you want to admit it or not, you're evolving into your parents. It happens. I'm in the grocery store not long ago. The mom in front of me with a toddler. Toddler's going nuts. Toddler has a demon inside of him. He's going crazy because he wants candy. Mom says no. My blood sugar's low. I want the chocolate. He's going nuts. Young moms, when you get angry, you get amnesia. Mommy said no. Timmy, no. 1, 2. Mommy said no. 1. Mommy said no. Timmy, no. Mommy said no. Kept going on. I took my gut, hit the kid in the head. Listen to your mom. I will eat you and the chocolate. I'm becoming my dad. Did you know grocery stores hand out restraining orders? Me either. I told my dad that story. He was proud. He was like, yeah, high five. I said, no, I'm becoming you. He begs me all the time, let's get matching tattoos on our stomach. I'm like, no. He wants Hebrews 13:5. Never will I leave you nor forsake you. It's always... It's awful. That man, he's a handful. How many of you have weird parents? How many of you are the weird parent? I got some kids here tonight. Kids, you have weird parents? Uncle Dave wants to know, you got weird parents? Do you? Yeah, if your mom and dad, or if they're kind of weird, kind of kooky, kind of goofy, hey, take a look at them right now. Would you please? Keep looking. Now look up here and listen to your old Uncle Dave. It's the only thing you hear tonight. Hear this. That's you in about 25 years. We took mom and dad to their senior care facility not long ago for dinner. Well, it's Cracker Barrel. It's the same. Same food, different smell. And so we're there, and the place is packed, and my dad says to my mom, louder than life, because when you get older, everybody's deaf, right? Woo! I think my butt fell asleep. Without missing a beat, she says, I know it did. I heard it snore twice. We're in the post office. The woman behind the counter says, Mr. Dean, you want a forever stamp? What am I going to do with a forever stamp? I might be dead tomorrow. Give me a 2-hour stamp and a bag of chips. That's what I want. He loves it when I ask him, how'd you sleep last night? Like a cheerleader. I woke up at 2, 4, 6, and 8, and there's nothing to appreciate. Look at this. That's why I'm telling you, kids, you will become your mom and or your dad whether you want to or not. It just happens. Isn't that right, parents? We're all aging. We're all getting older. There's nothing you can do about it. I celebrated a birthday not long ago. It fell on a Tuesday. My wife's like, oh, it fell on a Tuesday. Nobody likes weekday birthdays. They don't count. Friends can't do anything with you. They all have to work tomorrow. I'm like, don't worry about it. She goes, no. She goes, you know what? Let's do something. Let's do something we've never done before. I'm like, yeah? She says, yeah, let's go hit a club. I said, you know what? Girl, I'm down with that. I think that's how young people talk. I said, yeah, girl. I went to the attic. I put on clothes I had not worn 20 years. She and I are high-fiving. We're going to a club. Woo, we're going to get crazy up in here. So we pull into Costco. We didn't get out of the car, but we just watched people shop. We wanted to buy 72 bottles of water and water pills, but we had a slice of pizza. We were home in bed by 6:30. Best Tuesday night ever! Woo! I turned 56 this year. Anybody else half dead? Can't raise your arms, can you? Bursitis. Not our head. It's a terrible stage of life. It happens. May as well embrace it. Oh, a little person. Oh, hi, little people. Toddlers always love my humor. Oh. How are you? She 2? Yeah, I got underwear older than her. That's amazing. I say this in a loving way. Those of you under 30, I say this again in a very loving Christian way. I love you, but I kind of hate you. It's jealousy. Where are those of you under 30? Can I just see any young people under 30? Yeah, really? Aw. You can raise your arm up and down real fast. Aw. Can I just give you a few get ready what's coming tips? Would you mind? The wheels are going to start to fall off real soon. That Tesla that you're riding, keep the garage on speed dial because you're going to be starting to visit just a bit more often. And for those of you over 75, you already lived through this. This part's boring. Go ahead, keep napping. Don't worry. I'm going to get you home for that Matlock Marathon. Don't worry. I know that's what you're concerned about. My wife read a book a couple years ago, well, a number of years ago when she was pregnant. It's called What to Expect When You're Expecting. And I'm going to write one for my generation called What to Expect When You're Expecting to Die. Just lay some things out, okay? And let me see the 30 and under. Look at you. You can walk up and down the steps and not pant. Look at you. You can read fine print. You've never uttered the words, turn it up. Skin's all tight. You never have to iron it. When people ask for directions, your fingers cooperate with your mind. Which way's Canada? Yeah. If you go to California, eventually you'll get to Winnipeg. You can drink a gallon of water before bed and sleep through the night. Oh, I love you, but I want to punch you. You wear skinny jeans with a belt that we can see. I haven't seen my belt in 22 years. You keep that belt because guess what? When you're 75, you're going to cut them in half and use them as suspenders. Didn't mean to step on toes, old timer. Sorry about that. Here's a couple things old Uncle Dave wants you to understand as you get older. Stop texting. Don't text anymore. The phone gets smaller, your hands get bigger, they just start to balloon up like Mickey Mouse gloves. You just hit a whole bunch of buttons. You're starting to send text messages out that make no sense. Your friends get it, it comes out in a different language. What did David want? Schluten, vlieten, schluten, wieten. What does it mean? I don't know, he can't see. And whatever you do, never resolve differences via texting, right? If you ever by chance hit caps by accident, that will put you right square into marriage counseling for 6 months. Why are you yelling? Sorry, I couldn't see. My wife sent me a text not long ago that said, what does IDK mean? I responded, I don't know. She fired back, fine, I'll ask somebody else. I hand the same phone to my 7-year-old nephew. There's the book of Jeremiah. How'd you do that? You don't know your last name. You fired that off so quick. How'd you do it? I talk to people for a living. This is how I get paid. You put me in a fast food drive-thru, I get amnesia. I get stage fright. Does that happen to anybody else? You have the order memorized. You pull up. Yeah, take your order, please. Yeah. Okay. 2. I need a minute. He wants ketchup, a drink, meat and stuff. Can I come around and give you a hug? I used to love shopping at Best Buy. Not anymore. It's the most intimidating place on the face of the earth. You walk in there, it's all those newfangled gadgets. They came from outer space. They plug in, charge up, buttons light. I'm walking around trying to be cool. The guy's like, hey, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for your latest pagers. You guys got any cool like fax machines or anything like that at all? He puts something on my head and he starts talking. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. He lifts and he goes, dude, they're noise-canceling headphones. Oh. At 56, noise-canceling headphones are counterproductive. If you're on a flight 30,000 feet in the air with 250 other strangers, you want to be the first to understand, hey, I think a noise came out of my body. That may have been me. You don't want the entire first class to do this number. Was that you? I don't know. I had Panda Express for dinner. I don't know. They come from the north or the south. I got a civil war brewing in here. If you have to ask words to songs, you're getting older. They're singing. What song is that? What lyrics are those? Are they speaking French? What is that? I heard a song on the radio not long ago. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. And I love it. And I love it. At my age, that's called a stroke. I love you! Hi, Flannel Crew. How are we down here? Okay? Actually, the joke's on you. That's planned for next Sunday. So, you okay with that? Got some folks back there on your flannels. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Dan, do we have funny people at Oasis Church? Yeah. Church I grew up in, a lot of funny people. That was an epiphany for me. We were told, you can't laugh in church. My mom and dad, they would lecture us as we're walking in the door. Never do that to a child. Just never, don't laugh. It was the first halfway silly thing they hear. They're going to fall on the floor laughing their head off, right? But we always lectured, don't laugh. Don't giggle. It's God's house. Show some respect. There was a guy in our church, Roger Hamill, funniest man I ever met. He loved God. He loved to laugh. Now, to a child, that was an eye-opener. That was a game changer. I mean, this is the coolest thing ever. He loves God. We didn't know the two went together. He had a stub finger. I'm not making fun of that. He was a farmer. As a kid, the pointing finger at the stub was cut off. He was on the welcoming committee, and visitors would ask where certain roads were for directions, and he would, hold a really uncomfortable. But on Sunday nights, we'd go to a restaurant after church and have cake and pie and ice cream and dessert, and everybody wanted to sit next to Roger, because when things came out of his head, it was comedy gold. You're like, that's funny. We don't want to be so close that you're associated, but we want to be close enough that we can hear what he says, because it is super funny. And one Sunday night, we're in this restaurant. He orders a strong, hot cup of coffee. He took the stub finger, put it in the coffee, began to stir it up. And the waitress walked by. He said, "Excuse me, miss." Mm-hmm. He pulled that stub out and said, "This coffee's too strong." We thought that was the greatest thing ever. She dropped the dishes. We thought, wow. A guy that loves God with a stub finger made everybody laugh. We want to be just like him. All of our fingers, of course. When you leave church tonight, every time you leave church, Oasis, remember Proverbs 15:13. What you have in your heart, it shows in your face. What you have in your heart, it shows in your face. Your giggle, your smile, your laughter, that could be your greatest testimony. You may never say a word. You may never share anything with anybody. But your smile, your joy, your laughter, we need more of it. Somebody's happy back there too. I'm telling you, babies and toddlers love me. Teenagers hate me. I can see some of them right now just doing a TikTok video. Shut up. How did you break your nose? I walked into a wall looking at my phone. Shut up. I can talk about teens because they're out of my house. We kicked our kids out when they were young, like 3rd and 4th grade, 5th grade. I got enough of you. Kids are like stray animals. Stop feeding them and they won't come around anymore. Just move. Anybody raising kids tonight? Let me see the hands of parents. Parents, good for you. Good for you. Who's raising teenage boys here tonight? Painful, isn't it? Teenage girls, afraid to raise your hand on that one, aren't you? Yeah, we can't answer. She's here. We've had a good week with Megan. We want to leave it like that. So, 4 chairs down. Why does she hate your guts? We're alive. It's bad. It's bad. Or those of you raising toddlers and little people? You got toddlers, little ones? Yeah, it's fun. Where are the empty nesters? Any empty nesters here tonight? You have to raise your hands. We knew where you were. The show started at 6. You guys got here at 2:30. You drove past homes of people raising kids, honking your horn. We're bored! Going to church, we're going to go take another nap. Might do a crossword puzzle. We got to go to CVS and get our meds. Nothing to do. Betsy and I, we have 2. We have Alex. He's down in Tampa. We have Hannah Banana from Indiana. She's down in Nashville. So they're out. When they were home, that's a lot of fun. Kids are funny. Teens, you're funny and you don't know it. You don't realize it. Now, we can't laugh in your face because you get ticked off and mad. Alex used to say incredibly dumb things to me, and he didn't know it. Hey, Dad, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds. I think I can take you out. Hey, you take me out and you're homeless, so think about that for a minute, all right? Your teenager ever text you? They text you a lot? While they're in the same house? Same room? Sitting next to you on the couch? How creepy is that? Phone goes off, you're watching ESPN. It's coming from you. No, go get yourself something to drink. I'm not moving. Go. And you cannot talk to a teenage boy. From the time Alex was about 12 up until about a month ago, we couldn't understand a thing that kid said. You're not meant to understand your teenage boy. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to hear. They have their own dialect. That's why teenage boys talk to other teenage boys. They understand each other. But when an adult intervenes and tries to communicate, it doesn't work. They have their own language. Like talking to a caveman, isn't it? Remember when Alex would walk in the house, hey, buddy, how was school today? And I didn't catch that last part. Hey, what's the what are we doing this weekend? What's okay? I'm still what are you thinking that some of the game plan could you like? Pizza Fortnite. Okay, good. All right, good. Anybody living with a middle school boy? 6th, 7th, 8th grade? Hang in there. Dan, we need to put him on the prayer chain. That's a really rough stage of life. That's God's sense of humor. 6th, 7th, 8th grade. The only way I can describe living with a middle school boy is like driving behind a garbage truck in the middle of summer with your windows down. And there's that peculiar smell that hits you in the back of the throat. You know what I'm talking about? What's the matter? Tyler's home. And the thing is, you cannot offend a middle school boy. You can say awful things to their face and they don't understand it. Hey, I got to be honest with you, you stink. No, it's not funny. No. Please stop laughing. You smell awful. It's a combination of dead raccoon and Axe body spray. It's just... Mommy and I are both puking in our mouth right now because you're standing. You need to go bathe. With what? 350 PSI and a bottle of bleach. Go. Seriously, my man, you got the Bermuda Triangle of stink. Bink, bink, bonk. Go clean up. Happy birthday, Jesus. You notice that middle school boys, teenage boys, they're like a puppy dog? You notice that? Tons and tons of energy. Puppy dog. They want to wrestle. They want to chase you. They want you to chase them. Scratch them. Run. Get a pizza. Eat a pizza. Eat a pizza box. There's a pizza box in the yard. Chase that pizza box. You chase me. I chase you. About 4 o'clock in the morning, they fall asleep on the clothesline half naked. You ever watch teenage girls come in the house in the morning? Like a kitty cat? Quit staring. Don't touch. What's the Wi-Fi password? I only slept 17 hours. I hate my life. Hannah claims that when she was in school, she says, my tone of voice upset her. That's why she would scream and yell and run away. That's the only reason, I'm sure. Simple things like, do you want more carrots? What does that mean? Hey, sister of Satan, you know what it means? It means you want more carrots. I'm going to my room. Wow. Alex, what did I say to make her mad? Okay, all right. She blocked me from following her on Twitter. Who does that to their dad? I returned the favor. I changed all the locks on the house. She saw her face. I can't get in. I know. I blocked you. Leave. Go. Have you ever had to borrow your teenage daughter's car? It's humiliating, isn't it? Sit down, there's 14 feathers floating back and forth in the rearview mirror. Bath and body exploded on the floorboard. Tons and tons of chapstick everywhere. Put your hands on the steering wheel. It's moisturized so bad. Just driving around. I could feel people staring at me in my peripheral, pointing, laughing, making fun. I let it go. I got home. In the back of the car, she's got a bumper sticker that says, Daddy's girl. It was the weirdest. I know, it was weird. I took her on a mission trip. That was a lot of fun. Well, we went shopping for clothes at the mall, but it felt like a... Cost me a lot of money. I didn't understand the language. Before we even leave the drive, I'm the Uber driver. She's got 14 of her friends in the back seat. I'm in the front by myself. And just the rearview mirror, I can see her face. She's doing this. I can see you. Don't talk. Don't make friends. And I hate myself because I speak fluent teenage girl. I said, I know. But... my heart is broken for you. Come on, I'm working hard here. I'm working hard. It's free, okay? The show's free. Help me out. I'm sweating like Mike Tyson at a spelling bee and you're wearing flannels. Come on. And I do apologize for that picture right there. Anybody remember the old church years ago where we used to have a church directory, all the families, pictures, names and numbers? This is pre-internet. That's how you contacted me. There was always that one weird single guy in church. The first thing I did when I walked in, I saw myself. Yay! Church directory. I hope we don't have those weird single guys here at Oasis. I do apologize. I miss when the kids were young. I see little people. Little ones giggle. That's a great stage of life. Kids giggle. Kids laugh. It's wonderful. Studies say that children laugh the hardest the older we get, the less we laugh. Isn't that a sad commentary? But it's the truth. You walk into the nursery here at church, you kick the door open and go, boo! Kids will fall down and laugh for a half hour. You pull that same stunt in a nursing home, they all fall down, but only 4 get back up. There's a difference there. If you want to see God's sense of humor, come back next Sunday, walk into the nursery. Tables are meant for 6 people. 38 little girls can cram into one table. They all cram in. All girls all get in there. They have a pretty dress. Barrette matches their shoes. They're coloring. Girls are smart. They stay inside the line. Some girls are writing ancient Hebrew manuscripts. You won't find boys anywhere. Why? They're under the table eating glue with scissors sticking out their temple. And every once in a while, they pop their head out and say profound things like, we gonna have cookie? God's in heaven going, someday they're going to be married. They're going to pastor a church someday, both of them. And they're going to have children. All right, kids, bear with me here. I need to talk to mom and dad real quick. Men, how many of you married above yourself? I don't think, Dan, the microphone's working. I've got 10 to 12 men right now going, I don't know, dear, did I? Her don't let me talk in public no more, so. Did I? Mommy said yeah. I can tell you right now, I'm married above myself. That's why I call her Saint Betsy. And anybody's married to me is a saint. Men, you married above yourself. You married a saint. Look at your wife right now and say, dear, you are a saint. Go ahead, men. Wives, look at your husband and say, yes, I am. Now let me get you a breath mint. Men, you got to promise me that you'll take care of your wives. Be kind to them, love them, adore them. You take care of them. Come alongside them. You need to, men. You know how many times at night, bedtime, You fall asleep in a matter of seconds. Your wife lays there, watches the ceiling fan spin, and listens to your nose take out half of a rainforest. And she just lays there. Do you know how many times, men, she could have taken a pillow and put it over your face? You are here because of God and her. Understand that. St. Betsy and I have been arguing over petty things. As you get older, the little things. Since kids aren't there, we can't blame anybody anymore. There's no one to blame. Somebody had to always, just take it in, absorb it. Crackers on the floor. It's the kids. They've been gone for 12 years. And you know what? Some of their friends came over, I think, and she claims that I don't have inside voice. Most men talk like this. How you doing? It's a nice church. It's a beautiful restaurant. Fantastic service. I'm the guy in the movie theater after previews. I probably won't see that movie. Too scary. You want more popcorn? The old women behind us are loud. We're in a nice restaurant. I'm across the table. You gonna eat your cheesecake? St. Betsy, when she's angry, top of her voice is this. Hey, your team won the Super Bowl. How do you feel? You get to watch HGTV for 4 days straight. And I'm in a restaurant going, I'm hungry. I can't eat that. And she's doing this. It gets worse when we get home. I ask a simple question. Where are the keys to the car? She likes to answer me from the furthest point away in the home, in the attic, running the vacuum cleaner. Hey, where's the keys to the car? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones. She stomps down the stairs. She gets right in my business, hits me in the chest, and says, there's the side pocket of my purse. I'm like, hey, calm down. You don't need to talk to me like that, Missy. I'm right here. Is there a married man here tonight that knows where the side pocket of his wife's purse is at? She has 412 purses. Where do you start? It's like saying Narnia. I've heard of that village. I don't know how to get there. 56 years old. I have to sneak around my own house at night for snacks. Are you kidding me? We're watching a show. I pause it. I kind of meander off into the kitchen. She says, where are you going? I turn into a 4-year-old. Oh, I don't know. He's going to go out here and see if electricity works and stuff. I'm not going to go near the counter with the cookies or anything like that. You ever notice the greatest snacks are the loudest snacks? How do you suppress whipped cream in a can? She won't hear round 2. I'm going in for the pork rinds. We play a game called Old What's-His-Face. You and your spouse play that game? You hear a person's name, first or last name, it triggers a name from somebody in your past. 30 years ago, Terry. Is it Terry? You say his name was Terry? Tony. Was it Tony? He's Italian. Tony? Tina? Had a wife, Tina. We were in a Bible study. We were in a Bible study at First Baptist Church Elmhurst with Terry, and was it Tanya? This goes back and forth for 3. Timmy. Was it Timmy? He had Timmy. They had 3 children, homely children. Oh, awful, yes. Charlie, Jimmy, Chewy, Cuckoo, Latin, Cuculia, Cul. This goes on for hours. Guess how we wrap it up? The person that guesses the name, the other person has to do dishes for a week. The problem is the answer hits you at the most inopportune time. Have you noticed that? You're in the middle of a board meeting, you stand up, Terry Richards! It was Terry Richards! I am not doing dishes! I am convinced that when embarrassing things happen to you, it's God working in your life. I'm being dead serious. When goofy, odd, awkward things happen, do me a favor from here on out. Don't push it aside. Don't sweep it under the rug. Embrace it. It's your testimony. It's part of your tapestry. That's your story. I'm convinced God's up in heaven. Sunday nights, he's got big screen TVs all over heaven, wearing awful-looking jammies just like what you guys are wearing. They got popcorn, and then they watch The Best of You all Sunday night. Come here, look what he did Thursday. Look what he did. I created him in my image. I love him, but he's not right in the head. He needs to stop talking. Goofy things happen for a reason because God has a sense of humor. You ever said hi to somebody you thought you knew and it wasn't them? Get your hands up, men, because you do it twice a week. You're at the grocery store. You're in the produce section. Bob! Bobby! Can't hear me. Bobby! It's a hearing issue. Bobby! He may have changed his name. Jerry! Wives, you know it's not Bob, but you let your husband look like an idiot. Go give him a bear hug. I think I will. Yeah. You ever text the wrong person? How's that for a feeling? Text the wrong person? I sent one to my wife not long ago. Miss you, love you, can't wait to see you. It's going to be about midnight. Send. In my phone book, there's my wife's name, St. Betsy. Right under her is my 74-year-old neighbor, Betty. Do you want to place bets on who got that text message? Betty responded, that's a bit late for me, but thanks for the heads up. She fired off another one that said, but what are your plans tomorrow morning? It's been 4 years. I still can't look the woman in the eye to this day. Every time I see Betty, I think to myself, thank you, God, that's all I sent the woman. Thank you, God, it wasn't Daddy's coming home, girl. Light that Yankee candle and put on some Barry White, Mama, here I come. Anybody have one of those telephones in your head? They were made in the gates of Hades. I don't know if you knew that or not. Satan and his crew makes those things. It's a phone in your head that you know it, the rest of the world doesn't know it. You ever seen that guy walking down the airport terminal? He's talking to you. You start thinking highly of yourself. Maybe they've seen me before. They know who I am. Oh, he's talking to himself. He's having a great conversation. He's asking questions and answering himself. And you get real close. You got a phone in your head. See, if Bluetooth were smart, they'd make something that popped out the other side of your head. I'm not talking to you. Keep walking. I'm in the Hartfield Atlanta International Airport not long ago. I'm the only man in the bathroom. From way at the end of the stall, I hear a man say, well, I think I'm going to need some help. I gave that about 20 seconds. He said it again. I think I'm going to need some help. I did the Christian thing. We'll slit the door. Huh? What do you need help with? I need for you to back up. Are you in the Bluetooth and the toilet? Back up. Get one more story. I'm going to show you a quick video. I'd love to hear from you. Go to David Dean Comedy. I have a CD called Clap for Me that was made by New Missions Laugh All Night a number of years ago in First Baptist Church, Orlando, Florida. All the proceeds from that CD go toward a ministry that's near and dear to my heart, and that's our daughter's college education. You ever heard of Dry Bar Comedy? You ever heard of Dry Bar? I got a special coming out next month, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So what you saw tonight is probably going to be on there, so just skip right past it. It's not a big deal. Filmed in Provo, Utah. Some of the whitest Mormons I've ever seen in my life. And they're so friendly. White Mormons love to laugh. It's amazing. I was that guy at church for 3 Sundays in a row that had that. That. There's always one guy in church that does not have the self-awareness to realize you got a tick on your throat. Get a drink. 3 Sundays in a row, me. My wife would lean over. People are staring. I'm okay. Then you try to suppress it. Some genius said, throw your arm over your mouth. Sounds like a horse being tortured. Oasis has those people in the church. That was me at my church, Life Church, 3 Sundays in a row. The 3rd Sunday, I'm walking out, bringing up a lung. And there's a woman in our church named Agnes. She's got to be about 112. She dated Moses, and she walks up to me. In a very kind, sweet, loving voice, she says to me, I want you to know something. I didn't hear a thing Pastor said. You gagged and hacked the whole time. We're Southern Baptist. So. Turn your hymnals. I said, that was a bad worship leader doing chew tobacco. Sorry about that. But I said to Agnes, I said, what do you want me to do? I'll tell you what to do. Go take echinacea, or I'm not coming back. And I thought to myself, promises, promises, woman. I never even heard of echinacea. Have you heard of that? It's a natural herb that's supposed to kill a cold in 2 days. Has anybody ever heard of echinacea? Seriously, I didn't know. I thought it was a profanity. I didn't know. If you're walking, you stub your toe. Echinacea! Holy echinacea! Split that right in half! The next day, I went and got 4 bottles of echinacea. I'm throwing it down like they're Tic Tacs. Candy, 1 bottle after another of echinacea. I'm knocking it down. I'm going to take care of this cold. Here's what you probably didn't know about echinacea. You know it's a natural laxative? Me either. I'm at the Walmart getting my oil changed. And I sneezed. If you're under 30, this isn't all that funny. You hit 56, the first thing pops your head is, am I wearing khaki pants? I took the keys and I said, I'm done. The kid behind the counter says, oh, Mr. Dean, we're not. I said, trust me. I'm done. And I sprinted out of the Walmart as fast as I could, like this. Any other time, I don't see anybody from church. That day, I saw 14 people from church. They all had a prayer request. They said, do you have one? I said, yes, mine's unspoken. Learn to giggle. Learn to laugh. Learn to laugh. I worked with a buddy for years and years. This guy's one of the funniest guys I ever met. In 2 or 3 weeks in the summer, he'd disappear. He was gone. I said, where'd you go? Went to the Dominican Republic. Go to Haiti. I said, what are you doing down there? He says, come with me sometime. I said, He says, no. He says, I partner with New Missions. And we go into churches and schools, medical clinics. He says, come with us. You can go down and do comedy. He says, they'll enjoy it. I said, I don't speak the language. It wouldn't translate. He goes, your comedy doesn't translate in America. Don't worry about it. Okay, I went. It's 12 years ago. Turned my world upside down in a good way. I kept a journal. I still have it in my desk. In one of the last pages I wrote, I will never come back to this island again without family and friends. And that's been the case for the last 13 years. The place turned my life upside down. And then we introduced our kids to missions and our family and friends. I've had a lot of people say, well, why don't you just do mission work in your own backyard? Start there. I said, that's a great point. When's the last time you've done it? Sometimes it takes a visit to a developing country to have your paradigm open just a little wider and you say, you know what? I can't go back to Haiti every weekend. But what can I do? How can I serve? What can I give back right here in my backyard, right here in my community, right here at Oasis Church? That's what Laugh All Night's all about. That's what it did for my life. Watch this video. This is a great update, and George is going to come up after that. Watch this.
I was about 4 years old. My mom brought me to school at New Missions. My parents didn't have money to send me to school. I was dreaming to become an engineer. Hearing things about Christ, I feel, it's good to be a part of this. And when I was about 17, I was getting baptized in Bodmer, Naples, and the ocean. After, I was dreaming to be a part of the change that I have in mind, to influence people. I manage a school. Being a pastor, I feel that I live in my dream. If I have that possibility to meet my sponsor, Janice Baker, I will thank her for being a part of me, of my life, and to influence my life in a good way. Without her and through New Missions, I don't know where I would be. There's a lot of children on the street, cleaning cars because their parents cannot send them to school. It will be important if someone could sponsor a child. My prayer for Haiti, it's one day for the people in Haiti turn to Christ, because Christ is the greatest need that Haiti has.
For David Dean one more time. Thank you, George. Got it. Look at that. You got an encore in you? Is that what it is?
Am I matching? I'm scared. Yeah, I sweat through that other one. Can you give me the names of 3 people in the church that everybody knows, everybody loves? They have a wonderful sense of humor, and they have no problem being up here. I'm going to treat the church with a very simple Merry Christmas to you, Oasis. He gagged and coughed the whole time.
He was jumping out of the seat. John
Would you
Burns,
mind, please? John, thank you so much.
Kenny McCoy.
Yes.
Lupe in here.
Where's Lupe?
Lupe, right there.
Yeah, please, Lupe, please. Give it up for these 3 right here. Would you mind making John, we'll put you at the end. Whoop, sorry about that. You have another one, don't you? Okay. Can I have you right next to me? Lupe in the middle, please. John, move down just a bit. Lupe right in the middle. There we go. John, are these all your kids? Wow, you get your own youth group. And that teenage daughter of yours, she's the one. She hated everything I said tonight, didn't she? No, we don't walk like kitty cats. I will claw your eyeballs out. Funny man. Tell me your name, sir.
Kenny.
Hi, Kenny. Where's your family at, Kenny?
So I got one daughter there, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
She's not sitting with the rest of us because she's too cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then my wife and my daughter's the one sitting there in a beanie, even though we're indoors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's kind of insulting, though, for you people from Vegas where it's 52 and, ooh, he caught a chill. It's called springtime for Hoosiers, okay? Do you like that reference, Mr. Kokomo? Hoosiers? You haven't heard that for a while, have you? So it's Kenny, right?
Yes.
Welcome, Kenny. And it's, what is it?
Lupita.
Oh, my gosh, I love that name. Un nombre muy bonito. Lupita. Hola, Lupita. ¿Cómo estás, Lupita?
Muy bien.
Yeah, mi nombre Hector Sanchez. Mucho gusto. Lupita. I love it. Do people sing that sometimes?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Mm-hmm.
Lupita. Oh, mi amor, Lupita. It just doesn't work with him. Kenny. You're real nice and stuff, Kenny. Lupita.
He speaks better Spanish than all.
Oh, come on. You don't. ¿Y habla español?
Claro que no.
Okay, here we go. Hi, John.
Hi.
How are you? There's your fam down there.
Yes.
Aw. Oh, John, you got a middle school boy, don't you?
We went around this afternoon, too. It's fun.
Hi, middle school boy.
Why do I wear clean clothes to church? Why do I have to?
I'm not going to say it. It will cause dissension. We want this to be a happy night, Papa. Clean your body! There are so many fun families here. This is why I want to do a quick Merry Christmas to you. And here's how it works. Kenny, Lupita, John. I just can't say it like in English. You can't say it that way. Lupita. No, it's Lupita. Here's how it works. I'm going to say, Kenny, I just got in from Miami. Guess what I got? You say, what'd you get? I'm going to act out what I got. Follow the leader. Then you'll say to Lupita, I just got in from Miami. Guess what I got? Lupita, you say, I don't know. What'd you get? Kenny, you're going to act out what I have. Follow the leader. Okay. Lupita, when it comes to you, you say to John, I just got in from Miami. Guess what I got? And John, you're going to say, I don't know. What'd you get? Lupita, follow the leader. You act out what Kenny and myself have got. Follow the leader. And then finally, John, when it comes to you, David, I just got in from Miami. Guess what I got? I don't know. You act out what Lupita, Kenny, and myself have got. Follow the leader. Yeah? If you want to get your phones out and start recording, I'd like to have this on YouTube within 15 minutes. Tag it at David Dean Comedy. Lupita, listo? Ready? Here we go. Hey, Kenny, I just got in from Miami. Guess what I got? I don't know. I got a basketball. If you can see it, every member of the family's got a phone right on deck. Guess what I finally got? What did you finally get? Hula hoop.
Let's hear it one more time for David Dean. I don't think I laughed that much in a long time. I'm going to have the ladies join me back on stage. We're going to stand and sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And is there still cookies left over? I believe so. And so tons of cookies. Hang out, finish them off, take them home if you brought them. But thank you so much. Be sure to stop by the New Missions table, see David, and say thank you just for a night of entertainment. Let's sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and we will be dismissed. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for coming tonight. You're dismissed.
What do you do? To my attention came this truth that you need me like I need you. See, we've got issues, we've got problems, things that need resolving, but if united we can solve them. You see, I am hope for the next generation. I'm making a difference, my love's on display. Yes, I am change for the city I live in. This movement we're building is strong. All together now, sing it out. I am hope, yes, I am hope, yes, I am hope, yes, I am hope. Sing it out. I am hope, yes, I am hope, yes, I am hope, yes. Oh, yeah. Sing it out. Sing it out.